It is a foggy night outside of Wimbledon as a champion tennis player trains with his manager, running outside ruins through the fog. They approach mysterious ruins and find a staff lying on the ground. They pick it up, and all at once, the eyes glow, it exhales smoke, and a warlock appears, a hellhound at his heels. And he has been doomed to lose. Welcome to Mysteries in the Machine.
I'm Charlie.
And I'm Ethan.
And today we meet our new favorite D&D character, the Warlock of Wimbledon.
Wonder who his patron is.
Literally my thoughts. Okay, who is his patron? What is the vibe we're getting for this man? You know?
This man is giving like 60s X-Men villain.
Truly, honestly. Why does his staff have his face on it?
Why does he have a dog?
A dog that doesn't really match his aesthetic.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie.
And I'll get into the dog of it all later. Like, it didn't make sense to me. The dog didn't need to be there. I guess technically it did need to be there, but oh well.
I don't know, man.
There's a lot going on here.
There is a lot going on here. I don't know how to feel about his, design. I feel like there's just too much happening that it's almost distracting.
Yeah, right. Like, he has the big mask with the pointy eyebrows, I guess? The horns? I don't know.
Yeah, and it's
also,
just like...
the thigh-high boots. The thigh-high boots of it all.
Okay. He needed to have those, okay?
Listen, this man is definitely limp-wristed, if you catch my drift.
No, seriously. Is he? You know.
Listen, anyone who goes this hard in terms of just a get up to do anything in, be gay, do crime. That's what this man's life motto is: be gay, do crime.
Ethan, I've just realized what our Pride episode should have been. We should have rated the Scooby-Doo villains on how gay they are.
Truly a missed opportunity.
This is what we're doing next year.
Yep.
Okay? Pride episode. Because we're gonna need a break. I know we are.
Yeah, we definitely are. But yeah, this man...
And I know why his look, at least his face, had to be iconic, was that we could get the payoff in the, the ending.
Yeah.
Which I do very much enjoy that. That's so weird. That's so Scooby-Doo of them.
Yeah, it's very luminous paint coated.
Right? It's so good. It's so weird. So he did have to look kind of iconic. Kinda cunty,
Yeah, at least above the shoulders. The popped collar is giving straight, everything else is giving gay.
Fellas, is it gay for your face to be on your staff?
Oh my god.
Is it gay? I don't know.
Incredible. I don't know, I'm not an expert here.
Also, to give another man your staff and for him immediately to throw it away.
That's very gay. That's pretty gay to me.
Wow, can't believe Jimmy Pelton is homophobic.
Truly.
Can't believe it.
Truly unfortunate.
I cannot stop thinking about this terrible joke about Jimmy's name because they be pelting him with balls.
Charles.
They do.
They do.
They do be.
They do.
Oh no. Alright, so we got our tiny little twink here, run away from a warlock. The gang just so happens to be here. Wow, that's so wild. They're going into Wimbledon.
Yeah, they happen to be attending Wimbledon for some reason.
I know that Wimbledon is like a big thing, and this is like the first place I ever heard about it was watching this show.
Yeah, it's like one of the biggest tennis matches in the world, and people eat strawberries with cream at Wimbledon. It's a thing.
Interesting.
Like
I do
whipped
love
cream.
strawberries and whipped cream. That
Yeah.
is a thing that I do. So we not only have warlocks in this episode, but they do mention druids.
Yes.
This is the D&D episode.
Correct.
Ancient Druid Ruins is where the guy appears. So
yes. But that was druid in like the religious sense, not the D&D sense.
I know, but it's still funny.
Yeah.
It's even funnier because I've been playing Assassin's Creed, and there's a druid DLC because
I'm in Valhalla.
Yeah. You go to Ireland, there are druids.
Nice.
They're
I haven't
druids,
played
they're
Assassin's Creed
evil
Valhalla
druids.
yet. Yeah, because I've been playing Ghost of Tsushima and now Ghost of Yote, which I know. Yeah, it's similar.
Yeah. So Scoob and Shag are being little guys here today. I believe they're trying to help with the light here, but this is choice that has been made.
It certainly is.
I feel like this is a shenanigan because you should not be standing up in a moving car.
No, you should not be.
Especially not with a dog on your shoulders.
Right.
Even if you're trying to, use a fog light and make sure you guys can see.
Like, there's no reason they couldn't just attach this to the front of the mystery machine, except Fred has to stop suddenly because they see two men just standing in the middle of the road, and Scooby swallows the light, and it comes out of his ears.
We got two things here.
Yes,
this is two shenanigans, I think, because the
I
fog
agree.
light inside of Scooby, and then Shaggy, cranking his tail to get the fog light out.
Oh, I thought it was, to turn the light bulb off.
Either way, it's that's... Yeah. Well, he also got it out. He does, choke it out as well.
Yeah.
I'm betting he's glad he didn't swallow.
Listen.
So they have to explain to Scooby
what a warlock is.
And yeah, it's kind of like a magician is what Velma says. So Scooby does a bit. And okay, Scooby, this is the wrong hat. Where'd you get a beanie? Where did you get a little white and red beanie? And it's got the rabbit in it, but that's the wrong hat.
He stole it from Waldo.
I guess. Where's Waldo? I don't know, but he got mugged by Scooby-Doo.
He doesn't have his hat.
Yeah, but then they're like, oh no, he's not like a magician, he's like a wizard, like an evil wizard. And so Scooby puts the bunny turns evil, he puts the bunny back in the hat, he throws the hat over Shaggy's face. Scooby-Doo? Why?
That's just psychotic behavior. This rabbit is crazy, and he's going to eat your friend's face because of what you just did.
Bruh? I'm not okay. Scooby-Doo is on my shit list in this episode.
Yeah, for that and that alone.
This is why they make him so much less, trickstery in later series.
Yeah, because that's just not cool.
Yeah.
But we are on our way to Jimmy's family estate. So yeah, Jimmy introduced himself. Says Fred recognizes who he is. Of course he does. We drive up to this mansion that Jimmy supposedly just bought back.
It was his family's mansion,
Yeah.
He had to buy it back. That's so sad.
Yeah, they were forced to sell it, and then Jimmy bought it back because, he's a professional tennis player and has enough money to do that.
I mean, sad backstory, honestly.
Yeah.
So they're helping out their new friend, Jimmy Pelton, and hey look, we got a creepy dude in the episode. It is the gatekeeper. He sure is a gatekeeper.
Indeed.
But he's also a bit of a gaslighter.
Does that mean he's also a girl boss?
No, I think Jimmy's the girl boss.
Jimmy's definitely, yeah. Okay.
But yeah, Scooby-Doo creepy face.
Yeah, they get inside and they're having some snacks, and I'm pretty sure this is Velma's voice actress who's voicing the housekeeper.
Yes, definitely. I was like, this is one of the gals. I believe it is Velma. You're right. And this lady, she's just got a whole ass vibe going on here.
Yeah, she's like, this is the best. I forget Velma's voice actress's name in this show, but it's her attempt at an old woman voice, even though this woman does not look that old.
She's Pat Stevens in this show.
Pat Stevens, thank you. I knew she wasn't. Heather North is Daphne. Who am I?
But this is the second voice of Velma that we've had.
I think so
far. Yeah. It's not Nicole Jaffe. That was our last.
That's
one.
who I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess this woman can read tea leaves.
Yeah, she does offer our guys some cookies. They eat every cookie off the plate.
They're all gone. Which they happily eat, yeah.
Because she's like, oh, I need to fatten you up, kind of a deal there.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen.
It's not, because Shaggy will never eat anything.
No. So we gotta read the tea leaves. We gotta see what's in his future. Is he gonna win Wimbledon? Is he gonna be attacked by a warlock? I don't know, but it says danger. Terrible danger.
She sees Anthos' face in the tea leaves.
She does, and I guess that just means danger.
I guess.
Shag and Scoop are trying to eat them out of House and Home over here, and the doors just like open like dramatically, and the wind just like pushes them and the entire cart of food against the wall. Powerful wind to just knock them over and nobody else.
Shenanigan. There's shenaniganery.
And Anthos the Warlock is here. He's like, you are doomed. He appears with his dog and then he disappears and it's just his staff. The staff is kind of floating in midair. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Everything is fine. So the gang is just like, we gotta go. We gotta run after him and go get him. And Shag and Scoop are like,
no.
We need to voice our opinions once in a while. We need to say no a little bit harder, a little bit louder, because this is not okay. Look, they're crossing our boundaries.
Yeah. And we get a shenanigan because, of course, Fog plus Scooby-Doo equals shenanigans of some sort.
It means this is either going to be cut up or it's going to be drunk. And it is pea soup Fog. Therefore, we get a bowl, we get a spoon, and somehow there is soup in the bowl because he throws it on Shaggy's head. This is just the dunk on Shaggy episode.
Real.
Shaggy's a real one. Shaggy deserves better than Scooby.
He really does. So they hear yelling coming from the gatekeeper's house, so they head over there, and the place is just absolutely ransacked.
Yeah, somebody was here. Was it a warlock? Oh, it was a hound. There's a lot of dog footprints. That's a lot of clues, guys. There's a lot of dog stuff.
Yep.
And all that's left of the gatekeeper is a little shoe that's been ripped, and there's some red mud. And all these footprints are what color?
Red.
He's been caught red-pawed.
They follow the paw prints and they stop just at a random tree.
Well,
that's not gonna work.
It's not really great.
No.
And hey, look, there's this man. There's this fucking man. He looks like he's from a different episode.
The most stereotypically British man rides up on a bicycle.
Banks?
Yes!
This is
just Mr. Banks from Mary Poppins. Yeah.
He's got the mustache, he's got the little suit and the hat. Like, why are you from the early 1900s, sir?
Though he's a lawyer. He's a lawyer, not a banker, but still.
I half expect his bicycle to be like the big wheel, the old bicycles, but it's a regular bicycle. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a regular ass bicycle, which feels wrong to me.
Yeah.
So he's like, hello, I am the solicitor dude, and we gotta have a talk about what's going on here. So gatekeeper vanished, and this guy is like, yep, I knew this was gonna happen. I knew the warlock was gonna appear. Like, this is just everybody knows about this fucking warlock and all of this.
It's just inevitable, I guess.
Apparently everyone except Jimmy knew about this, and Jimmy just didn't
care. The guy it would affect. Yeah.
Either he just was blissfully unaware, or he did not care one little bit.
Yeah.
I want to give us, I don't know if this is shenanigans, but Scoop and Shag with the ears, they're
plugging each other's ears.
Yeah. Shag plugs his ear and then he plugs Scooby's ear. And then
I don't know if it's shenanigan, but it's just funny.
You know what? It's a shenanigan because the dog is participating in this.
Okay, that's fine.
And I don't think a dog can plug a person's ear.
Not like that.
So the warlock Anthos was a real dude. His family was accused of witchcraft, and oh my goodness, it was the Peltons who accused them for witchcraft and drove them off the land. So the warlock wants revenge.
I mean, on principle, I actually agree with Anthos in this instance.
And so that's the reason why they were also forced to sell the land, is because they were cursed.
Because the curse, yeah. Supposedly. I don't know.
And he bought it back so he could, get the family legacy and everything with like every penny he had, apparently. So yeah, that's a lot.
And apparently if he loses at Wimbledon tomorrow, he will lose the house too. So that's great.
Even better with the ear plugging thing is that like Scooby like takes one out of his ear to be like, are they done with the spooky shit yet? No, they're not.
Yeah. Fred walks over with the staff and is like, all right, Scooby, Shaggy, I need you guys to get rid of this. And Scooby's like, I don't want to do it. Shaggy's like, I don't want to do it. So they just keep shoving it back back and forth between each other.
Guys,
good stuff.
Guys, why don't we just like snap it in half?
Well, that does happen later.
But you know what I mean? Like
it's a stick. Like
it's a stick, guys. It's just a damn stick. Put it in a shredder of some kind. Like
yeah, wood chipper. Those exist. But Fred's like, okay, I think there's something else going on here. Meanwhile, somebody in a hat and a trench coat is creeping from outside the house.
Dun dun dun. So Shag and Scoob decide to try to get rid of it in a pond. They just throw it in a pond, and it splashes unceremoniously. Yep, Hooray. It's totally fine. We can walk away. Nobody's gonna get it. There's a hand that comes up from the pond, and it's the Warlock, and he throws it back at them.
The man of the pond instead of the lady of the lake. That's what we have going on here.
Yo! I'm actually obsessed with this. Because
I'm surprised you didn't think of that.
No, I didn't, man, because it's so funny. Okay.
Yeah, so he throws it back to Shaggy and Scooby, and they're like, alright, we're getting the hell out of here.
Is him in the pond a shenanigan? Because it needs to be.
Yes. I'm going to make it
cool.
one. There we go.
That might now be a nomination of mine for a good shenanigan.
Sure.
Because what the fuck?
Yeah.
So Shag and Scoop go back to the rest of the gang. Jimmy's trying to, practice in the middle of the night. Sure, why not? And they're like, yeah, we couldn't get rid of the staff. We're so sorry. Fred, his eyebrows, he's so angry. He's like, Shaggy, I told you to get rid of that thing. What the fuck? No.
Yeah, and he just straight up just yeets it away.
It's like, we tried, but guess what happened? And look, what's he doing? He's just standing there, menacingly. Exactly. His whole cape billowing in the wind, and the dog comes out of the bushes. Like, this is not going well, guys.
Nope, not at all. Jimmy trips, running away, losing his glasses. Can't see without his glasses.
Oh no, and also Nick vanished.
Yeah, Nick is gone now.
It's weird because of how this cuts. It feels like you're supposed to think that the dog attacked Nick.
Yeah.
And that's why he vanished. But I guess you're supposed to be like, oh, it's foggy. They can't see what's happening. So it's it's cutting very weirdly here. And yeah, he trips. And then, oh my goodness, it's the staff and his glasses just lying there on the ground. Can't get rid of either of them, I guess.
Well, but then Jimmy takes matters into his own hands, breaks the staff over his leg, and just tosses it away. But that doesn't do anything because the little eye parts of the staff just start flashing anyway. I
feel like I would have done that a few hours ago.
The first thing I would have done?
This is the first fucking thing I would have done is nope. Either that or bury it 10 feet in the ground.
Yeah, something like that.
Geez, guys.
Yeah, so they go back to the ruins where Jimmy and Nick saw the Warlock for the first time, and they say, hey, this mud is red. And Jimmy's like, yeah, it's the only place in the UK where it's red.
Okay, sure. Why is the mud red, guys?
High iron content?
It's just so funny.
That's why Mars is red.
Maybe the Warlock is from Mars. I don't know.
Could be.
That's the clue they find there, and they go back to the mansion, and oh my goodness, the staff is here, and it's got a threatening note on it. If you play tomorrow, it means you're doomed.
We get some body horror from Scooby. We'll add that to the shenanigan counter.
Yeah, because the solicitor is here, and he's like, what happened? Where's Nick? And they're like, well, he got by the demon dog. And Jimmy's like, you know what? I'm playing tomorrow. It's gonna happen. No curse is gonna scare me. Because you know what? It's the DW meme because it's the threatening sign.
This sign will not stop me because I can't read.
Yes, this is Jimmy in this episode.
Yes.
Oh, I can't.
Alright, so Jimmy takes off with Daphne and Fred to go to the stadium. It's the next day. So that leaves Velma, Scooby, and Shaggy at the ruins to keep looking for clues.
And once again, Shag and Scoob are like, no, we're putting our foot down. This is the time we put foot down. And you know what? I'm glad they had an arc in this episode.
Yeah.
Because we did set that up as our own little Chekhov's gun of okay, we gotta be better next time, and there are shenanigans because they fall through a trapdoor.
Mm-hmm.
They're not necessarily a trapdoor, but something.
They make a hole in the ceiling of this underground workshop where everybody's ankle deep in sawdust, which that's just not safe. That's a fire hazard.
More importantly, it's a sneezing hazard because this is not good. Scooby gonna sneeze, but but we do have clues down here.
Yeah, Velma finds a bill of sale for a pair of spec lenses, and Scooby finds a pair of boots with paw prints on the bottom.
I'm in love with these boots, okay? This
Truly
is so
iconic.
funny.
Yeah.
I want this to be a shenanigan.
Agreed.
But like I feel like this exact design can only happen in a cartoon, but also a furry's dream.
Well, I mean, there are boots that just straight up look like animal feet for furries, right?
Yeah. But I'm just like, this is so funny because it's like stealth furry.
Oh, yes.
It's like you can only tell if you step in something.
Mm-hmm.
You'll leave a little present behind.
Exactly.
Anthos is here.
He is.
And he's making it real dusty.
Yep. So Scooby sneezes, makes a big cloud of sawdust, and I guess they're able to get out. But Anthos sees them, chases after them through this cave.
Yeah, there's just tunnels in here. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Also, his dog is here.
Yeah, the dog is here. In an underground river, there's a rowboat there for some reason. So Scooby's like, hey, Shaggy, you need to start rowing. And Shaggy's like, damn, I'm taking orders from a dog. I'm stupid.
If this gets out, my reputation is sunk.
Mm-hmm.
Shaggy, everyone knows you're a sub. I'm sorry.
We knew this. Yeah. Meanwhile, Anthos and the dog...
There was a second boat!
Yeah, there's a second boat. And they're just right behind them. Somehow they get far enough away that Anthos and the dog have stopped following them. Because there's a waterfall. The writers of The Emperor's New Groove watched this episode of Scooby-Doo.
Yes, correct. Everything comes back to Scooby-Doo.
Everything comes back to Scooby-Doo.
Also, Shaggy's facial expressions in this scene when they're finding out about the waterfall, this is like the most scared he's ever looked.
Yeah.
Like his eyes are gigantic.
Yeah, but they survive. The boat does not. And would you look at that? They're right outside of Wimbledon, because of course they are.
Shenanigan for Scooby, like, pushing down his ear and then water coming out the other ear.
Yeah, pumping water out of his ear with his other ear.
We've already had Scooby-Doo ear shenanigans today, but
Correct.
It's gonna keep happening.
Yeah.
Alright, we gotta sit down for Wimbledon. It's gonna be real great. Tennis, am I right? Sports ball.
Yeah, but Jimmy, as he's playing, sees Anthos in the crowd, just hanging out, but nobody else can see him.
Yeah, it's real fun. You can just see like this full-on warlock man over there.
Yeah, because like he starts in one place, he moves down to like right behind the guy he's playing against,
and it's fucking him up. He's not doing great. He tells the others, he's like, I can see him. He's over there, and they're like, where? What are you talking about? I don't see him. So they're like, he's stressed out. He's not doing great, and he does trip and lose his glasses. Very Velma of him. And Velma is like, glasses? No, what if? And she does a sneaky little sleight of hand here.
Yeah, she gives him her glasses. Which, like, good thing they have the same prescription.
Yeah. It just works out perfectly that they do, you know? Let's just pretend that paper that she saw also said his entire prescription on it. So she was like, it's fine. I knew his prescription.
We'll just assume that's okay. Meanwhile, Scooby and Shaggy are getting hot dogs. I don't know if they have hot dogs in England. They probably do. Or they have some kind of sausage.
Maybe it's bratwurst.
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I just love that Velma is able to just, like, sneakily give him the glasses and it's all fine and dandy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, who do we see while we're getting our hot dogs? But the warlock and the dog. They're here.
Indeed.
And they drop their drink, which had ice in it, and both of them are like slipping and sliding on the ice. This is Harlem Globetrotters core.
Indeed. Shenanigans. So they run into the locker room and we kind of get a doors gag where like everybody's slipping and sliding around. Shaggy and Scooby dive into a locker, just a random one.
It's not the doors that you're thinking of, but it is like the other kind of like it's the sneaky little hidey doors kind of gag. So he's like, looking in the lockers.
Yeah.
And oh my god, there's Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, like they're dressed as tennis players in a locker, and then he keeps going, and then he goes back and like, oh my god, what? And they're just like, pardon me, sir.
But he's not falling for it. He follows him outside. And Scooby and Shaggy just crash Wimbledon.
Yeah.
They're just out there. Shenanigans as they're about to play in this championship doubles tennis match against these two British players. We don't know what happens after this with that, because that's not important.
I like to imagine that they won.
Yeah, Shaggy and Scooby won doubles at Wimbledon. I love that for them.
They had a whole sports anime thing in the background, and like it wasn't important to the rest of the plot, so...
Yeah. Jimmy's still playing. He's come back since switching glasses with Velma. And Anthos is like, all right, I'm going to take this into my own hands. So I'm just going to intimidate him from the sidelines.
Yeah.
Because
he's just there.
Yeah.
With his dog and everything.
Yep. So Scooby and Shaggy, after I guess winning the doubles, they crash another match. And one of the players of said match reaches back to hit the ball. His racket goes over Scooby's head.
Through Scooby's head.
Yeets Scooby into the air and onto the back of Anthos's dog.
No, he like, Scooby goes against a net and then goes like...
Yeah, he shoots into the net and then backwards onto Anthos's dog.
I want to give us 2, maybe. 1 for
I'm down for
that going through his head, and 2 for the flying through the air.
Yeah,
and then he's on the dog. The dog is also on a leash. I don't remember him being on a leash before, but he is now, and he's running rampant.
I guess Anthos decided to abide by leash restrictions within Wimbledon.
Yeah.
Who knows? And Shaggy's like, oh shit, the Warlocks got Scooby, I'm gonna go after them. Which distracts Anthos and the dog long enough for Jimmy to get his final point and win. So love that for him.
I love that Scooby's just riding on top of another dog this whole time.
Yeah, what are the implications of this?
Also Shaggy in his little shorts because he's in his tennis outfit.
Yes. They crash another hot dog stand.
Yeah.
And Scooby ends up with 5 hot dogs between his ears and his mouth.
Yeah.
Sure.
His ears ate hot dogs. I'd like to point that out.
Yes.
That is a separate shenanigan all by itself.
Agreed.
But hey, he caught the bad guy. They're in the hot dog stand, so they got caught, I guess.
Yeah. I'm nominating this for worst trap. It's a hot dog stand. Nothing
You're not
happened
wrong.
here.
Like they're fine. Like they crashed into it and it didn't even like fall apart or anything. They just kind of fell into the little place.
Yeah.
This is iconic. We unmasked the dog.
That's what I was going to address. Why do they need to mask the dog? There's no need for that.
Who's the dog? It's a dog.
It's
a
another
fucking
dog,
guys.
It's a different breed of dog.
That's hilarious. That's a beautiful shenanigan.
Fantastic use of free will there.
And then the Warlock, Anthos, it's Nick. What? No way!
No.
And then Velma does some queen shit here. She takes the camera, the TV camera, puts Jimmy's glasses on it, and finds the
second Warlock.
Second Warlock who's just been chilling in the stands.
Yeah.
And he tries to run off, and it's, oh my god, this is his helper.
Mm-hmm. But it just looks like he's a regular man.
Yeah.
Just a regular man with a beard. But here's where we get to the luminous paint of it all, where apparently within Jimmy's glasses, they're tuned to pick up on this, I guess, invisible makeup is what they say it is.
Yeah.
What?
And Shaggy tries them on, and he sees, oh my god, this man looks like Anthos the Warlock. What? That's so weird. But he doesn't when I'm not wearing the glasses. Like one of the most iconic weird things of this episode is that.
Yeah, that's a shenanigan for sure.
And they're wrapping all this up at the police station, and Jimmy's just like, wait, but how about the staff? Like, how did the staff keep following me around everywhere? Like, there was more than one.
There was more than one, Jimmy.
There were 2 Warlock staffs, I guess.
Yeah, or by how much sawdust was in that workshop, there are probably a lot more.
Who's to say? But also, who's this random dude with the briefcase? Like, what's his deal? He's got a beard, and oh my god, take the beard off. It's the gatekeeper. It's John. No way. Who would have guessed it was Scooby-Doo creepy face?
The gaslighter himself.
Yeah, truly.
Yeah, and so they're saying like, hey, John wore these boots to make us think that the dog got him. And I guess twist of the millennium here, he and Nick are brothers who are descended from Anthos, and they wanted to take back the mansion for themselves once it went, back on the market after Jimmy lost.
All right, sure, why not? Meanwhile, Scooby is putting on the luminous paint makeup.
Yeah.
And he's just admiring himself in the mirror.
Mm-hmm. Even though he can't really see what's going on without the glasses. So Shaggy gives him the doctored glasses. Scooby sees himself, is scared by himself, and Shaggy's like, hey Scooby, you okay? You look like you've seen a devil hound. So Scooby puts the glasses on Shaggy, and Shaggy's like, I'm getting the hell out of here.
Like, we don't even really see what Scooby sees. It's just kind of like, it looks
wobbly?
Weird.
Yeah.
It just looks wobbly. Like, oh my goodness, oh no, it's the worst. Shenaniganery.
Correct.
For sure.
Yes.
And that is
where we
end it. The end of the episode. We did it. We wrapped up the Warlock of Wimbledon. What time is it, Ethan?
It's terror time again.
Let's talk about the trivia on this page of the Scooby-Doo wiki. Some choices were made here.
Definitely.
Anthos is an alternate name for rosemary. It means flower in Greek. Thank you, Scooby-Doo.
Okay. Jimmy Pelton trips and loses his glasses, running after Nick Thomas when Anthos abducts him. This is part of the episode. Why is this here?
In Scooby-Doo 2, Monsters Unleashed, Anthos' costume is seen in the Coulsonian Criminology Museum. Thank you for an actual piece of trivia.
Thank you. On HBO Max, RIP, this episode is listed as the final in the series. So HBO Max isn't dead. Scooby-Doo isn't on there anymore.
Yeah, they must have just switched this and the other one, or they just didn't have the next one, because there's still one more episode of the series to cover.
Yeah. Yes.
My goodness. That sure was a time. Ethan, how many shenanigans did we have in this one?
24. Same as last episode.
Wow. That's crazy. What do you want to rate it?
Anthos as a villain, I guess, in terms of, taking into account, the whole Anthos-ness of it all. Because, the Pelton family, they were, not great folks, right? These are, in the episode, they're saying, these are people who accused them of doing witchcraft and got them kicked off of their land.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not here for, I want to support, people who have been oppressed. And it seems the Druids, which I'm assuming is what Anthos was, based on where they found him.
He's a druid and a warlock. Don't even worry about it.
He multi-classed. It happens. So, I don't know. I kind of want to give it it didn't blow me away. Maybe a 2.5?
I was gonna give it a 3, at least for the shenanigans that I enjoyed.
Sure. Whose side are we on?
Well, his ancestors did some shit, but I don't think Jimmy did anything. He's just a child, honestly, as far as I'm aware.
I mean, adults, I don't know there's an age limit to compete at Wimbledon, but yeah, he is.
I see him and I'm he's the same age range as the Scooby-Doo gang to me.
Yeah, so he's late teens, early 20s.
Yeah, he's still a little guy, and
sure.
he only wanted to get the land. He didn't know about any of all this stuff. He just wanted
no.
Hey, this is my family's history. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And he spent all of his money on it.
Yeah.
If we're gonna eat the rich, he's not even that rich anymore because he doesn't have any money.
Yeah, let's see. Let me check.
And these people wanted to steal it from him after he spent all of his goddamn money on it. He was gonna be poor on the streets.
Though, here's the thing. At least in today's money, you get 3.6 million euros. So, or pounds, not euros. It's British. For winning Wimbledon.
Yeah, but if he didn't win, if
he didn't win, yeah. If
they had got what they wanted, the bad guys,
yeah,
he would have been poor on the streets.
Yeah.
And they would have had his house, and
sure.
he would also be unemployed, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, not unemployed. I'm sure he would have been able to compete other places, but oh well, either way.
Yeah. I don't know. We don't know anything about what his family is besides him.
Yeah.
So
yeah, true.
It's unclear.
Yeah.
I'm on Jimmy's side. He's just a little guy to me.
I'm on the side of the rabbit Scooby pulled out of the hat. He was minding his business.
I don't know if I sided with that rabbit because that rabbit almost ate Shaggy's face.
That's fair.
And I know the side I'm not on in this episode, and it's not Scooby-Doo.
No. Scooby's a dick.
Scooby is a dick in this episode. Yeah, that was Wimbledon. That was the Warlock of Wimbledon. We sure did tennis.
Indeed.
Now, we have to go split up and look for clues for our next mystery. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Mysteries in the Machine would like to thank its $10 and up patrons, including our meddling kid patron, Polish Lavender. Thank you so much for being a part of our community and our Discord. You can follow this podcast's socials at Mysteries in the Machine Pod on Instagram. You can send a message to our email, mysteriesinthemachinepod@gmail.com. Be sure to give us a rating, a review, or let your friends and followers know how much you love the podcast. That really helps. You can follow me, Charlie, at GreenPixie12 on most platforms. I also have an art Instagram at GreenPixieDraws.
You can find me, Ethan, on Instagram and Threads at ethan.t.hewlin. Our music was written and produced by Jason Hilton. You can find him at Negative Selections on Instagram.
We are here. We are going. Where we are going? We're going to Wimbledon.
With British Frank Welker. It hurt me, honestly.
It's funny to me. It's just so funny. Like every time
Frank,
he plays someone else, I'm just like, that's just Fred. That's just Fred.
Right.
You have one voice. I'm sorry.
For one voice and one voice only.
It feels so rude to say to a voice actor, it's like, I'm sorry, dude, you have one voice.
I mean, well, here's the thing. Some of them only need one. Like, what's his name? Richard Horowitz, the voice of Invader Zim. He just sounds like that.
I'm so sorry, Ethan.
You don't know Invader Zim?
I know of it, but I've never seen it.
Okay.
I have, no context here.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. Hold on.
I don't actually know what the voice sounds like for Invader Zim, so...
Richard Horowitz. Let's see, who
it just didn't make enough of an impression on me if I saw it in, a commercial.
I guess... Let's see. Okay, he was Billy in the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, if you've watched that.
I also didn't watch that.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. Have I not mentioned how I was not a Cartoon Network girly?
Okay, this is Nickelodeon.
Oh wait, that's true. Invader Zim was Nickelodeon? Really?
Pretty sure.
No, I thought this stuff was Cartoon Network. Am I crazy?
Pretty sure it was Nickelodeon.
That is Nickelodeon. Grim Adventures is Cartoon Network.
Might be Cartoon Network. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So let's see. Okay, so Invader Zim was Nickelodeon. I was right about that. Okay. Yeah, he's done a bunch of stuff. He's been on SpongeBob. He's been on.
All right. I'm just not familiar with all the peoples.
That's fair.
I know Frank Welker, who's in literally everything.
Yeah, as I say, Frank Welker gets around.
He can do animal voices, or noises, you know?
Yeah, he can do good animal
He's good at
noises,
animals.
He only has one person voice. His.
You know what? I would say that Scooby is not animal noises, but that is his only other voice.
Sure.
Because that sounds distinct from Fred.
Yeah.
So... And it is actual words that he speaks.
Sure.
Scooby-Doo.